think we should be live and ready to go. I think we're good. Yeah, I think we're good. All right. Just finishing up 2 more things. I wasn't able, I don't know, for some reason the audio isn't working for the game. That's okay. That's okay. I've put on some background music. Don't know how long I'll be able to, don't know how long I'll be able to stream today, but we'll see how long we can go. So I've spent like the last week shiny hunting. Still no luck. I've done a ton of resets and nothing. But it's okay. I'm still on that grind. I have nothing else to do until this upcoming Friday. This upcoming Friday, shiny hunting Giratina is going to be put on hold because, well, Pokemon Legends Arceus releases. You just completed the Black Cat Stakeouts. It was such a fun game. I really enjoyed playing through Spider-Man. I think sometime soon I'm going to be playing through Miles Morales, the Spider-Man Miles Morales. I heard that one's pretty fun too. Let me see if I can fix the game audio. For some reason, it's not capturing it. That's okay. There must be something wrong with the capture card. I don't know. For some reason, it's not capturing the, it's not capturing the audio, but that's okay. I think we're all good to go here. And we're just gonna reset as long as I can today. You know, part of me hopes I get it on stream, that way I can, you know, get my recorded reaction. But at this point, I want that shiny Giratina. You know, it's been... Oh, geez, it's been almost a month I've been searching for this thing. It's been a while. It has been a while. But I'm finally on the updated version of the game, so going through and actually resetting doesn't take as long. It takes about a minute now instead of like a minute and 10 seconds. Very minimal difference, but a difference nonetheless. I've been waking up every morning, shiny hunting for like an hour. Before I go to bed, I'm just laying down watching like Netflix or YouTube or something. I'm sitting there resetting. Even while I'm playing other games, I've been sitting there resetting. Still nothing. Like at this point, I've honestly lost count. I want to say we're somewhere in the 4,000s? Somewhere in the 4,000 sounds about right. But I could be wrong. Again, after a while, I was just doing it so mindlessly that I lost count. But that's okay. How excited are you guys for Pokemon Legends Arceus? I mean, the game is literally a week away. And I'm pretty excited for it. I'm pretty excited for it. I have I have some ideas of what to expect going into it, but at the same time, I mean, it's Pokemon. How much can they really change? Okay, having no sound is kind of bugging me. But there's no reason as to why it shouldn't be capturing the audio. I just need to put on some background music for myself. I'm gonna listen to what I have planned for you guys. There it is. All right, there we are. You're super hyped for the game. You have it pre-ordered. You just got Hey, well, at least you'll be able to play it. You know, you're guaranteed able to stay home and play it. But that sucks. I hope you're doing all right. COVID isn't fun. But, I'm really excited for that game. You know, thankfully I've been able to avoid leaks and spoilers. I did see as I was scrolling through YouTube, I guess somebody already has like a copy of the game, and they've been posting or they posted like a video or two of the game on YouTube. So I haven't looked at it, but last I checked it had like 70,000 views. But I don't know, the one Pokemon I'm super excited to be using is the Hisuian Zoroark. That game, or that Pokemon, I absolutely love it. I absolutely love that fox. Ever since they, like, first unveiled it, I've always liked it. Hey, what's up, Mai? Long time no chat. It's been a good minute since I've streamed. It's been a good minute since I've streamed. I've been busy with some life stuff. Like your new profile picture? Let me take a look at it. I can't zoom in. I can't tell exactly what it is. Spoilers, do not read if you don't want spoilers. I was curious about the starters. And here's the thing. I kind of expected it. You know, I was going into the game, and I even mentioned it in my video I posted yesterday. But I was really expecting new forms. I mean, because why would they choose... Why wouldn't they just stick with the Sinnoh starters? Why wouldn't they... You know, why would they choose these 3 random starters that have, like, 0 correlation to one another? So that's the one thing where I was kind of expecting it, so to me it wasn't really a spoiler. But I can understand if, you know, some people didn't want to know that, how it could be super annoying. See, the other thing, I just don't want the other Pokemon, like new Pokemon, to be spoiled. That's what I'm excited for, to see what kind of new ancient Pokemon there are. Hisuian Voltorb should have its own game or minigame. Honestly, it should. I mean, Magikarp has its own game. It has its own game, Magikarp Jump or something. I remember playing that for a hot minute when it first came out a couple years ago. You can post it in the Discord. Just send it to me in a message. I'll take a look at it. The only thing I don't know is what the forms look like. I know they have new forms. I don't know what they look like, so I might look up what the forms look like before the games come out. And here's why. I mean, because now that I know they have new forms, it changes everything. Right? It changes everything. You know, I need to know what they look like so I know which starter to choose. You know, are they going to look vastly different? Like, well, I guess none of the regional variants have been too different. I mean, I'm thinking, I think Zoroark has the biggest changes out of any regional variant. Like, I'm going through, Ninetales is pretty similar, the Sand Slashes are pretty similar, Golems are similar. Actually, Golem's design might be a little different with the magnets on its face, but... But I might look up what they are before the games come out. That way I can, well, that way I can make a better decision about it. You sent it? Alright, take a look at it. You going for Cyndaquil whether it gets a form or not? Yeah, see, I still haven't decided. I still haven't decided about the about what starter. I mean, I had an idea. I was gonna choose Oshawott, but as I mentioned, it's there's new forms. All right, you know, I expected it. I kind of called it. I mean, I called it months ago when they unveiled the starters. So, I like the profile picture. I do. Because you know how they look like, that you'll say most of the forms are ugly. They did Decidueye and Typhlosion dirty? Oh man, I'll have to look at it. You hope it's a long game? I would hope it's a long game. Or it has, like, you know, more than... I mean, because if you play through these Pokemon games, like, I played it at a pretty slow pace, and I still beat it in about 24 hours playtime. In fact, I've beaten most Pokemon games in like 24 hours playtime, but I hope it gives at least 30 hours, you know, at least 30 hours of content. Now, I wonder if there's going to be like other things to do. Like, I wonder if you can shiny hunt in the game, because I mean, that'd be pretty interesting considering that a lot of the Pokemon are in the overworld. So would it be kind of like, you know, if they do shinies in the game, would it kind of be like Let's Go? Where you're just kind of walking in the overworld, Pokemon will pop up and despawn. It'll be interesting. Fire Ghost, that's actually pretty cool. Grass Fighting, is that new? That's not new. No, that's not new. And then Water Dark. Interesting, okay. Unevolved Bidoof for the memes. I like it. I like it. Yeah, I want to try using as many new Pokemon as I can. You know, if you notice, but at the end of the credits of BDSP, your character wears an unattainable outfit. Really? Really? I'll have to go back through the credits then and check it out. That's interesting. I wonder if it's like the champion outfit. And I remember when I first saw that spoilers, like the game had leaked and spoilers were dropping. You know, I'm sitting there and I'm scrolling through. I'm scrolling through and all of a sudden I just see like a bunch of headlines saying Pokemon Legends Arceus leaks. And thankfully I was able to shut my brain off and not look at any of the spoilers. But I was like, I mean, in this day and age, people should know, like, I don't know, not to spoil things. People get mad at that. People have been hurt by spoiling things. Yet they're still doing it. You know, titles, thumbnails. It's like, if you are going to spoil it, don't put it in the title. Don't put it in the thumbnail. Just, yeah, like, just say this video has spoilers. That's it. No, that's my take on it. Typhlosion and Samurott are pretty similar, but Decidueye is vastly different. Interesting. I really like Decidueye's initial design. I'll probably take a look at them. I might do it on stream a little bit later. I won't show them just so, you know, those of you who don't want to be spoiled. But I might pull them up so you guys can see my reactions to them. But I mean, they're just a week away. It's crazy to think about, like, 2 huge Pokemon games releasing so close to one another. Right? Because they, you know, they're really smaller Pokemon games like Mystery Dungeon or Snap, like they did. But I mean, 2 huge releases in just a couple of months is crazy. You broke your main Switch, so you can't play physical games? Oh no! You've pre-ordered from the Pokemon Center and pre-ordered on your main Switch, and you're using physical on your Switch Lite for your off-stream playthrough. Man, that sucks. Sorry to hear about the Switch. I need to find a tool to do some maintenance on my Switches. I don't know if you guys, like, how long you guys have had your Switches, but one of my Switches I've had since they came out. I was super lucky when they first came out, and I was able to get one of, like, the first batches. That being said, the fan is now making, like, a super loud noise, and I really think I need to get in there and clean it, but I need, like, a special screwdriver tool to get in there. The shiny Hisuian Zoroark looks cool. So there are shinies in the game. Okay. Oh, you've piqued my interest. Why'd you have to do this? Why'd you have to do that? Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited. Now I'm wondering, did any of you guys, I've been trying some new content stuff. And on Monday, past Monday, I posted a horror game video. Curious if you guys watched that, and if you did, you know, would you want to see more? Do you have any suggestions into what horror games I should play? Because I found it really fun. People are literally spoiling Journey. Yeah. Which makes it unwatchable and unenjoyable because every video... Yeah. It's kind of like they expect people to have watched it already. Like, I remember when Dragon Ball Super was airing. And, I mean, I was on top of it. I would watch it every... You know, right when it would drop, I'd watch it. But, you know, I'd watch some YouTubers who would talk about the episode because I wanted to, you know, see what other people were saying. But, yeah, they would put spoilers in the title, the thumbnails. It's like, dude, the episode's been out for all of 2 hours. Like, chill with the spoilers. You're lucky enough to avoid the Sun and Moon spoilers for the anime spoilers. Nice, yeah. There are just some spoilers. I mean, for me, a month. you know, if you haven't seen or played or watched anything in a month, after that, I'd say it's fair game. You know, like, I didn't watch, the Avengers, like, Endgame or Infinity, what was the other one? Endgame and whatever was before Endgame. You know, I didn't watch those for, like, a couple of years. So you know, a lot of the stuff got spoiled for me. But now a lot of things just get spoiled immediately. Like, if you don't watch it frame one, you're getting spoiled. Only horror game you watch is FNAF and the occasional horror Minecraft map. Okay. Yeah, I've been looking at some other content that might be interesting. But if you haven't seen my horror video, I would recommend it. I thought it was great. If you want to see me freak out a little bit, you'll get to see a different side of me in that video. Hopefully soon you can finish Spider-Man so you can get to Miles Morales. I know. I was borrowing my brother's PS5, and they really wanted me to finish Spider-Man, so I did. But I can't wait to steal it back from them and play through Miles Morales. That'll be super fun. Poketubers don't talk about leaks and Legends Arceus. Well, there are some Poketubers that I watch that have... Some of them have spoiled it. Others haven't. A good majority of them haven't. But some of the bigger ones have. Even when they air in other countries like No Way Home, there are so many spoilers. Yeah, I saw it opening night. You know, I was super excited to see Spider-Man, and I didn't want it to get spoiled, so I went and I watched it opening night. But I don't know, spoilers in today's age are they're so commonplace, and I feel like they're just accepted to a degree. You know, it's like, they'll blame you if you haven't seen it and it's only been out for like an hour. But it's like, just wait, you know? At least wait a couple of days, right? You're pretty much banned from the internet from 2016 to 17 to late 2019. You tried many times to sneak in to watch Sun and Moon anime, but always got caught. You blocked those who spoiled it. Wait, Fortnite spoiled No Way Home? Man, that's messed up. Why Fortnite? Why? Cringing at the time of Fiona. Oh man. All I know is that I'm currently off my main YouTube account. Like the stuff where I do Pokemon, where I watch most of my Pokemon stuff. I've logged out. I've logged out. I can't be on it anymore. You know, I'm in my creator dashboard right now, so I'm logged in, but I can't be on it. There's too much Pokemon spoilers. It's crazy. Fortnite just made a No Way Home skin. Was the skin like a spoiler for like a huge plot point in the movie? You released a Fion when you were 8 in Pokemon X that you got Wonder Traded? Oh no! I've always liked Fion. I don't know, Manaphy and Fiona, I've always liked them just because they're the only legendaries that can breed. Well, Manaphy is anyway. You know, you put it in with a Ditto, you get a Fion egg. No other legendary has like an offspring. Say about a week or 2 for movies and TV shows, maybe 3 for like a big game. I could see that. I could see that, you know, because those people who don't want it spoiled will probably either watch it or play it, you know, as soon as it releases, or, you know, as soon as possible. But, you know, if the game hasn't even released yet, or, you know, like, say a movie hasn't released yet and someone was able to pirate it or whatever. And there have been cases of that. You know, people who work at movie theaters, they get the movies prior to, you know, I worked in a movie theater when I was younger, and we would get movies like a week in advance, right? I remember seeing, like, so I worked at the movie theaters when when Star Wars The Force Awakens releases, and it was huge. It was a huge movie. We got basically the tapes a week before the movie came out, and we saw it, you know, we were all able to go in and watch it the day before it released. You know, they had all the employees who wanted to see it, they had a screening and everything. And there have been some cases of people going to those screenings, recording it on like their cell phones, then uploading it to the internet. Or, you know, just straight up spoiling the movie. Like, we had someone one time, you know, we're there in the lobby of the theater. And one of my coworkers starts talking about Star Wars, you know, and no one has seen the movie yet in our theater because the first showing hasn't started. So someone, you know, one of my coworkers starts talking about Star Wars, and he's starting to go to spoil it, and we just have to look at him like, dude, stop. None of these people have seen the movie yet. Like, I don't know. I don't know if it's like insensitive, you know, people being insensitive or just not thinking. Or maybe they just want to talk about it. Maybe they want, I don't know. But like, for YouTubers, maybe they just want the views. I don't know. Anyway. Oh, they added a No Way Home character. Fortnite's been doing a lot of stuff. I haven't played that game in years. You know, I remember when Fortnite was like a zombie survival game, right? I remember seeing it. Some YouTubers I watched at the time were basically paid to play it, and they were playing the paid version of the game, where you would go and basically build a structure and survive a zombie horde. You know, I tried Fortnite for a bit. I don't know. I just never liked the 3D. Or not 3D, third person. Like, when it came to multiplayer games like that, third person, I just never really liked them. You know, I can do third person games. You know, I loved, like, The Last of Us. Those games were amazing. Well, the first one I only played. I haven't played the second one yet. But The Last of Us was amazing. That's a third person game. Uncharted. Those were super fun games. Also third person. But when it comes to like competitive shooters, I don't know. There's just something about it. You watch Journeys on Netflix, so the episodes come out way later than usual. Oh yeah, because they get released on like YouTube or wherever else, and people are covering them. Fortnite started before that? No, so Fortnite, when it was first like a thing, before the Battle Royale first took off, Fortnite was a like zombie survival game, basically. And then they scrapped that because the Battle Royale took off, and they've just been focusing on that. You know, when people hear Fortnite, they think the Battle Royale. But I remember when Fortnite was a zombie survival game. It was like a multiplayer zombie survival game. It was actually pretty interesting. You know, that I was like, okay, that's a cool concept. I wonder if I were to knock out a Giratina, if I would, if I were to knock out Giratina, if that would give me some better shiny luck. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. This next encounter, if it's not shiny, I'm gonna hit it with an ice beam, then reset. I'll just start putting Giratina through some of the pain. What's the survival game called? It was Fortnite. So before Fortnite was Fortnite, what everyone knows as Fortnite now was called Fortnite Battle Royale. And then they turned that into what it is today. But Fortnite, like as everyone knows it now, used to be called Fortnite Battle Royale. And then Fortnite was let me see if I can find an old YouTube video on it. Let's see if I can find it. It was years ago. I don't know if I'll be able to find it. Alright, Giratina. We're gonna put you through some pain right now. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This isn't good. We're not high enough level to one-shot it. Alright. Alright, we're gonna Tail Glow. We're gonna knock out this Giratina. You're having so much fun with Fortnite right now. You're trying to grind the comic book Spider-Man. You need 7 more levels. I'm talking about the Save the World, which is still in the game. There used to be, because Fortnite used to be a paid game. Like, you would buy Fortnite to get this game mode, and then the Battle Royale was the free one. You just realized the Hoenn and Sinnoh and Unova are the 3 regions with the most dragons. Is that true? You got the 3 legendaries in Sinnoh. Snow Salamence was Gen 3. Garchomp. There's 4 dragons. Well, 6 if you count the other 2. Hoenn has 1, 2, 3. Salamence is 4, 5, 6. Yeah. That's crazy. You still have to pay for Save the World? Okay. Because, yeah, that used to be the game. I saw that, and I was like, that's a very interesting concept. You know, I will say, one way Fortnite has changed gaming is the building mechanic. Right? Because there were a lot of, there are a lot of other games out there that kind of took this building mechanic, like Minecraft, for instance, right? Before Fortnite, there wasn't really anybody, like when PvPing, no one would run and like jump off of blocks or, build like a really quick wall to try and stop somebody. Or Rust, for instance. Rust is a game I played for years. I put like 600 hours into that game. And, even now, like, I was watching some Rust YouTubers, and they were playing, they were playing the game. And when they were getting into a firefight, they just built, like, a quick wall to stop bullets. And I was like, People didn't used to do that. What's going on? So any game that has building in it, someone's probably gonna try in Fortnite. Like, it's just the given at this point. Zoroark is now one of your favorites because of Legends. I don't know. I really like. I do like the Zoroark. I've said it a lot, and I'm gonna say it. I really like Hisui and Zoroark. I mean, I've always liked Zoroark as a Pokemon. You know, from Gen 5. Well, I didn't play Gen 5 when it first came out, I should say. But even then, it was just always mysterious. Like, it was a Pokemon that could just transform into any other Pokemon while still being itself, like the illusion. I just really thought it was a cool concept. And then I also really liked... So there's a Pokemon theory out there about N. For, the main antagonist from Black and White. But the theory goes that N is actually the Pokemon Zoroark. He's actually a Zoroark. And then they go into different, like, you know, because N wants to understand how humans are, like, why would he want to understand when he is a human, and things like that. I don't know the details, but I've always thought that was an interesting theory. You spend way too much money on Fortnite. You spent like $1,000 on Fortnite. That is quite a bit of money. Although I've spent money on games like that before, so I can't really say, you're wasting your money. I've done it before. I've done it before too. To about the same degree, if not a little bit more. Like, so I used to play a lot of gacha games. And if you don't know what gacha games are, they're mainly for the phone and mainly Japanese-esque games. Where they have, you know, like a gambling... It's gambling. It's gambling. But you can spend money to get points in-game to then roll to get characters or whatever. So I played a lot of gacha games. And every paycheck, I would put money aside that was my gacha budget. So whatever, you know, main gacha game I was playing at the time and having fun with, I had a gacha budget that I would use in that game. And it got bad. It got really bad for a while there, where I had to cut back. Like, I still play some gacha games because they're fun. I've just disabled my credit card from allowing me to purchase money through the App Store. But I can understand spending money. I mean, especially when you play the game. Especially when you play the game for a while. Like, there was a game I played for years. And I spent quite a bit of money on it. But again, you know, I played it for 4 or 5 years. It's weird that you've never gotten into Fortnite. You've played maybe like 2 games but never really loved it. No, that's, you know, that's the same boat as me. You know, I can understand why people like it. I myself just haven't really enjoyed it. You know, I did try it a couple times when it first came out a couple years ago, but I never really got into it. Part of it was because I was bad at it. I wasn't the best. I wasn't bad, but I wasn't the best. I would always die, like, after getting a couple of kills. But it's just not a game for everybody, you know? You're terrible at picking up on red flags. You never notice them until either you tell someone that's, like, super obvious. I feel like that's pretty normal. It's actually more like 1.5 thousand. That's still not too bad. That's still not too bad. From Chapter 2 Season 1 to Chapter 2 Season 2, you spent money to get all the way to level 100 with almost everything. V-Buck gift card. So you've stopped caring about those level for reward things. Okay. That's one thing, I don't know. I kind of get it, but I'm not really a fan of it. But the battle passes or whatever, you know, a lot of games have adopted that. You know, I've been playing a lot of Wild Rift on the phone. And I've been having a lot of fun with it. But, you know, there's a battle pass in there where, you know, you can spend like $5 and get extra rewards. And I'm like, the incentive just isn't there for me, you know? Like, the incentive isn't there. It's like, all of this I can earn by just playing a couple more games, you know, except for maybe like a skin or two. But it's like, do I really need it? Do I really need it? I should make Minecraft videos. I was actually thinking about it. I was thinking about doing like a hardcore modded Minecraft series or something. I just gotta find some good mods that'll work together that just won't kill me instantly. Now, I had an idea. I had this idea a while ago, and I actually recorded like a pilot episode, if you can call it that. But it's a video, or it's Minecraft, where I play it like on Saturday at like 2 a.m. Right, so I've already been up for like 14 hours. And then I, you know, play Minecraft where my brain isn't in the right spot. And maybe I make bad decisions, maybe I don't. I don't know. Do I still have it? I have it somewhere in here. I have it somewhere in my recordings. But I always thought that was a fun idea. I do still have... No, do I still have it? I don't know if I have it. But I was thinking about doing some Minecraft. You spend too much money on gacha games. It's hard to avoid Pokemon Legends leaks while PokeTubers talking about it. I know. I've had to log out of my, you know, ImCrosses account and log into a different one. Just to be able to watch YouTube without getting spoiled. It's crazy right now. It's like the games are a week away. Just hold off a little bit. You'll still get the views. Started Fortnite in Season 5, so you've been playing it for like 3 years. Has it? When did Fortnite come out? Because I know PUBG was like huge, and then Fortnite came in, and everyone's like, oh, Fortnite's copying PUBG. But then Fortnite killed PUBG. Okay, it came out about 5 years ago. 4.5 years ago. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. You'd buy more V-Bucks to get the Battle Pass. Used to spend a lot of money on Twitch bits and Robux. Lucky you don't just spend the money. Yeah, there was a time where about half of my paycheck would go towards gacha games. And at that point in time, I was like, I think I have a problem. You know, because here's the thing. Gacha games are gambling. Right? So, I mean, a lot of these things can be considered gambling. So if you're prone to gambling, and a lot of people are, you know, a lot, like, I didn't think I was, but I am. So that's why, you know, I don't spend money on these things anymore. But, you know, you get that high, right? Like, and you'll keep going until you get what you want. I think 2016, it was 2017 is when it launched, or when it released. I'm trying to think, does anyone play PUBG anymore? Because I know at one point that was like the most played game on Steam, or like the most concurrent game played. Like, I don't see anyone playing PUBG anymore. So I'm looking through PUBG on Steam, and one of my friends on Steam that I played PUBG with, like, how many hours did I play of PUBG? I played like 150 hours of PUBG, so not a ton, but quite a bit of time. Like, that's 5 days worth almost. One of my friends that I played the most with, he no longer recommends the game, which I think is hilarious. That's pretty funny. The Netherlands banned gacha because it resembles gambling. I mean, gacha is gambling, but I mean, I know how they skirt the laws a little bit, because gambling, basically, you know, gambling in most laws, you don't get anything back in return. There's a chance you can win. You know, there's a chance you can win, but there's a chance that you lose and you get nothing in return. Where in gacha, you know, you spend money to get the currency, and then with that currency, you get something back. So you get something, but you might not get what you want. Oh. I looked at the wrong screen. I thought I was already in Giratina battle, so I hit my button again. Pokemon Legends Arceus reviews might come out tomorrow. I've actually seen some reviews for it already. Like, let me see. Pokemon Legends Arceus. I'll be the martyr. I'll be the martyr real quick. But I thought I saw some. Yeah, like Nintendo Life has one out already. That makes sense. Apparently people have been able to get the games. Like, there's a website that says Arceus is being sold early, and that was 3 days ago. That's crazy. Here's the I could see reviews coming out tomorrow, like the you know, like the company copies. They've already gone through, played some of the game. Having reviews come out about a week before the games is pretty standard. Drives more kind of interest in the games and everything like that. Your luck is so bad that if you gamble, you'll be in debt. Yeah, that was my problem. Did you see the new Pokemon upload? Which one are you talking about? I did see, actually, before I just started stream, that the UK the UK trailer dropped, and it was like a 3D or like a 360 view of Pokemon. Is that the one you're talking about? Because if that is, I watched like the first couple of seconds, and I was like, this is cool, and then I, you know, started my stream. So if that's the one you're talking about, yes. I should try Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga, when it comes out April. Maybe, that's a possibility. Take a look. The Skywalker Saga. Is that what they called the sequels? Or is this... I'm looking it up real quick. But I mean, you got... Or is it just like all... Would it just be all the... I mean, here's the thing. Star Wars is literally the Skywalker story. Right? Like... It's followed Skywalkers through the entire series. So is it literally just 9 games in one? Because if that's the case, that would actually be pretty fun to buy and play. It was the 360 one? Okay. Yeah, I watched a couple seconds of it. I was thinking about maybe doing a reaction video to it, but the quality of their video isn't too good. Like, the video quality just isn't that good. But it is a really cool trailer. According to Japanese media, Pokemon Legends Arceus is surprisingly difficult. Now that's a breath of fresh air. I wonder if it's gonna... I don't know. I think Pokemon and, like, Dark Souls, you know, if they combined and had a baby, maybe that's Legends Arceus. That'd be interesting. Have you... Have you guys seen that guy who is making a video game? It's like Pokemon in first person and you have a gun. I saw that. I saw someone, like, they made their own game where it's a first-person game, a first-person shooter game, where you go around and shoot Pokemon. And I was like, that's kind of funny. That's kind of funny. The difficulty makes you more hyped about the game. You want a challenge? Yeah. I mean, a challenge would be great. A challenge would be fantastic. I would not mind a harder Pokemon game. It's been a while since I've found Pokemon to be difficult, you know? It's been a while. You know, even with this game, I mean, Cynthia was hard, yes. But at the same time, I also beat Cynthia on my first try. So, I wouldn't mind failing a couple times in Legends Arceus. I think it'd be a welcome surprise. Man, just talking about the game gets me so much, you know, so much more excited for it. I love it. It's gonna be such a, it's gonna be a fun game. It's gonna be different. It's gonna be new. It's gonna be a breath of fresh air. I think I'm gonna enjoy the game a lot. Shows off a bit of the Hisui region, which is why you watched it. Okay, I might give it a shot. Probably won't make a video on it just because, I mean, again, their video quality isn't too good, and if I'm recording, they're recording, it's not gonna make for a good video. You hate 360 videos because it's so hard to control, especially when you double click to full screen. I guess it depends. I mean, on the phone, 360 on the phone is actually really easy to control. Because it's just, you know, you use your thumb, you can move it. But with the mouse, you have to constantly reset. It'll be... I'll probably give it a shot later. You've been playing the new FNAF game. You've loved the thrill and fear running through your veins. Also, the difficulty. I've been looking for, like, some harder games to play. I love harder games. I know I've mentioned this before, and I always like bringing it up because it's, like, my greatest gaming achievement. But I 100%ed Dark Souls 3. And I haven't played it in, like, 5 years. Maybe that would be fun. Playing through Dark Souls 3 again after not touching it for 5 years. But I got all the achievements in Dark Souls 3, which means I had to play through the game like 3 or 4 times, because you had to get each ending, and there were 3 endings, so there's 3 playthroughs right there. But then you also have to get, like, all the, you know, rings, and to get all the rings, you have to beat the game, like, 3 or 4 times to get, like, you know, plus 3 rings. I loved it. I love the game, though. That might be interesting. It necessarily won't be the Dark Souls 3 of Pokemon, but still, if it is challenging, then you'll love it. Yeah, I'm just saying, like, maybe it will be the Dark Souls 3 of Pokemon. Like, it might not be as difficult as Dark Souls 3, but if it's a difficult Pokemon game, I think that'll be great. I wonder if you yourself will be able to level up. You know, because you can level up your Pokemon, but remember, Pokemon can also attack you. So I wonder if there's going to be, like how in Breath of the Wild, right? The clothes you wear give you different stats. You know, some will help you in the cold, some will help you in the heat. I wonder if there's going to be something like that. You know, like whenever you have to fight like one of the boss Pokemon, right? If some of the clothes you wear will help, like, you know, say you're fighting Cleaver, for instance, you can buy some clothes that are like slash resistant or something, so you don't take as much damage from Cleaver. That would be pretty interesting. That would be pretty interesting. You don't mind challenging Pokemon games. The only thing to turn you away from them if they remove the permanent experience all. So do you want the experience share for everyone, or do you want that removed? Because I wouldn't mind having the experience share removed for all Pokemon. I would be fine with that. But I'm also okay with it being kept in. I'm reaching. I know I am. I'm just saying, what if? You know, what if? I haven't looked at any of the leaks, so this is just pure speculation, alright? Pure speculation. I think that'd be cool. I might play through Breath of the Wild before Breath of the Wild 2 releases. Because Breath of the Wild was fun, and I haven't played that game in like 4 or 5 years either. You want it to stay, you don't like grinding. I could see that. I could see that. Time is it? Alright. Let's keep the grind going. You like the experience share for all Pokemon? So you always overlevel one of the Pokemon and the others get underleveled? Yeah, okay, I can see that being the case. Most of the time your starter just is stronger than the rest of your team. I could see that, yeah. Okay. No, that makes sense. I wish they would just maybe make it like something you could toggle, right? I feel like that would be the best for everyone. Like in X and Y when they introduced the EXP all, the experience share for everyone. You could turn it off. You could turn it off in the game. If they were to bring that back, I feel like everyone could be happy at that point. You know, the people who like it, it'll be in the game for them. And the people who don't like it, they can turn it off. So I would agree, keep the experience share in the game, but allow people to toggle it on and off. You know, X and Y had it perfect, right? Those who wanted it on could have it on. Those who didn't want it on could turn it off. I think that would be best. You do have a strat with Pokemon games without the experience share. Just catch one Pokemon before every gym, because I doubt there's going to be gyms in the game. It would suck to level up every Pokemon for a mission. True. True. Now, I mean, here's the thing. I'm throwing away everything I know about battling in these games, just because when you look at it, right? When you look at the game, not only are they adding styles into the game, right? Like the agile style and strong style, they also, like, the HP is just ridiculous, right? I remember in one of the trailers, it was like a level 15 had like 150 HP, which is crazy. So, and you know, and then the other thing is, some status moves like Stealth Rocks. I noticed this in one of the videos. A Pokemon used Stealth Rocks, and it did damage. And also, it said, the flavor text, or the text said, jagged rocks are sticking out of, and then whatever Pokemon it was. Right? So everything I know about, like, battling, I have to throw out the window. I can't use it. I got to basically build a new strategy for these games. But I think the main strategy is going to be agile to weaken it, and then do a strong attack to hopefully finish it off. I saw them do that in one of the trailers, where they did an agile attack, weakened it, and then they did a strong attack to kill it before the other Pokemon even had a chance to move. Is it a southern thing to say and I'm because, oh, like and M instead of her and him? No, that's definitely a southern thing. I know plenty of people from the south where they do that. Where they ask her, where they ask him. I mean, even I use the, you know, im sometimes, but it's more like em. You know, I ask them instead of them. It's definitely a regional thing. Not an abnormality. Definitely regional. Like, I'm sure if you were to listen to people around you, they would say the same things. You know, they wouldn't say her or him, they'd say, you know, her and him. So I was talking to her and him. Here's the thing, language is interesting. I love studying language. Like, even, you know, because English, a lot of countries speak English as like their native language, right? But they all have different accents, right? And then, you know, even just like America, right, where I'm from, different parts of the world or different parts of this country have different ways to say things. Right, like one of the big ones is soda or pop. You know, like people more so from the South will call it pop, P-O-P. Some will just say Coke. Like I knew someone who came from like deep South, like Georgia-ish, and they would call they'd call soda Coke. You know, so they'd ask what kind of Coke. They'd be asked, what kind of Coke do you want? And they would say, I want a Sprite. Where I'm from, the question would be, what kind of soda do you want? And then the answer to that would be, oh, I'd like a Sprite. You know, then other places use pop, other places use soda pop. It's very interesting, and I love it. I mean, even when you look at, like, say, like Australian, right? Australian English, they have so many words that, like, mean something, but if you were to say them outside of Australia, no one would know what you're saying. Right? So it's very interesting, and I quite enjoy it. Or another thing I like is when other languages that aren't English take English words, right, and fix them into their language. Like my favorite example is with Japanese. Like in Japanese, they have a word in English. It's called salaryman. And if you were to say that like anywhere that speaks English, no one would know what it means, because it's really just like an office worker. It's so interesting. I love language. Language is so much fun. You want a Pokemon Legends Eternatus just because you want to see how the Darkest Day happened? That would be a cool design. That'd be a cool game. The whole game is trying to figure out how the Darkest Day began. You have to fit all you have to figure it out is that Eternatus started. I mean, that would be a really cool game. Another one would be like a Legends for like X and Y. I don't know what they would call it, like Pokemon Legends Z, right? Because think of it, you know, because there was the Pokemon War in the Kalos region, right? How cool would it be to have like a Legends game based in a Pokemon War? That would be so brutal. I mean, if this game does well, I could see them taking some of the elements that they've made in the games, like their story-wise. You know, the Darkest Day could be one. The Kalos War could be one. And turning those into games. And I am all for that. You're from Georgia and everyone says soda. You've never heard anyone say pop before. Okay. It must have just been where they were from, but I don't know, I still love it. I still love it. You know, like even bathroom, right? Some people call it bathroom. Some people call it restroom. Some people call it the bath. You know, some people say the loo, some say Waterloo. There's just so many, you know, the John. There's just so many different things. I don't know, I love it. I love studying language. You saw a TikTok or something where this guy was in the South And someone asked what kind of Coke he wanted, and the creator said a Coke, and the cashier said, yeah, what kind of Coke? And they, and they went back and forth. What kind of Coke you want? I want a Coke. That's what I'm asking. Glad to see you're not alone. Yeah. I like it. It's always fun. It's always fun. Just different regional words. Call it a restroom if it's public, then bathroom. Oh, if it's in public, restroom, and bathroom if it's near your house. Interesting. Okay. Oh, then some people could just call it toilet. I'm going to the toilet. I interchange it. I don't have like a set one I use. Actually, I probably do, but it's just subconscious that I don't know which one it is. I'll sometimes be like, yo, I'm going to the toilet. I think most of the time I use bathroom. One thing I found out recently, you know, because I like to cook. I do a lot of cooking. So some recipes I was looking at were calling for coriander. And coriander is cilantro, right? Coriander is the French word for that plant, where cilantro is like the Spanish word for it, or something like that. But it was just, that was also interesting to me, like, depending on where you are in the world, you call different foods different things. It's very, very interesting. Oh, what you meant, like the story of Sword and Shield is trying to figure out who started it, and then it's just Eternatus. Yeah, no, I agree with you. Having like a Legends Eternatus story would be super cool. Like going through, I mean, it would have to be the aftermath, right? It'd have to be the aftermath of the Darkest Day. Otherwise, we'd know the end of the game. We know the Darkest Day happened, so unless it was a different timeline and you're able to stop the Darkest Day, it'd have to be like the aftermath of the Darkest Day. But I agree, that would be such a cool idea. Now, I wonder if there's going to be a story for Legends Arceus, or like a decent story. Because that could be very interesting as well. Because, I mean, we know the game, you go around, you're creating the first Pokedex. But how are they going to turn that into this, like, how are they going to make that a story, right? I think that'll be... I'm interested to see what they have, what they've planned. Maybe you'd assume so. Yeah, it really is a good idea. It really is a good idea. Oh, that was my shiny. That one was my shiny. 100% guaranteed. My game crashed. There was the shiny. You know, part of me is debating playing through, or like getting every Pokemon in my Shining Pearl game and then trading it over to my Brilliant Diamond to get the shiny charm, and then try to shiny hunt Giratina from there. I've thought about doing that. And it's probably I mean, oh, there's so many Pokemon, though. Have any of you guys completed the national dex in this game? Because I mean, getting the shiny charm wouldn't... I mean, it would help. It'd actually help quite a bit. It'd cut the odds in half. But... you assume Pokemon Legends Arceus is just Breath of the Wild, but Pokemon? I could see that. I really could. I mean, one thing I noticed in the trailers was that there was... I mean, you got day-night cycle. You have that in the game. And I wonder if it's going to be tied to real time, or if it's going to be like Breath of the Wild, where there's a clock that is based off of and you can wait. I would assume that. But then there's also weather. You know, there's different weather in the game too, which is interesting. You've seen them all, but didn't catch them all? Okay. I mean, once Pokemon Home is released, if I don't have the shiny Giratina by then, I have a full living dex that I could transfer in to this game, and then get the national dex completed. But it's not out yet. Wait, that wasn't the shiny one, was it? No, okay. For Minecraft, the title screen seed people looked for. Wonder if people are gonna look for cover art Cliff? Maybe. Maybe. That'd be interesting. Because I know they actually found the Minecraft seed for that. They actually found it. Let me see. Pokemon Legends Arceus box art. I don't know. I mean, with the way this is stylized, I don't know if they'd be able to find that cliff in the game. You might be able to. You might be able to. Definitely be interesting. Man, I'm just sad that Pokemon doesn't do like a steelbook cover in America. I love collecting steel art or steelbook covers. I mean, I say I love collecting them, but I literally have one, and it's Fire Emblem 3 Houses. But I wouldn't mind collecting more steelbooks for games that I like. You know, Legends Arceus, this would have been a game where I would have gotten the steelbook. I would have bought the steelbook. That's if it's in the game, yeah. That's what I'm saying. If it's in the game. Oh. Alright, guys. I think that's going to be it for this stream. I gotta go give my cat her medication. We'll do one more. I'm gonna do one more, then I gotta give my cat her medication. But this has been a fun stream. This has been a real fun stream. No Giratina, unfortunately. I'm probably going to continue to try off-screen, or off-stream, rather. I am going to try and stream every day until the game's release. It all depends on what my work schedule's like. But keep an eye out for some more streams. I'm going to do one more encounter with Giratina here, just in case. You love how as soon as you tell an American something they don't like they're immediately responsive, I'll sue you. That's how it used to be. All right. Last one. Not the shiny. All right. Well, that is going to do it, guys. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me tonight. And hopefully I'll see you guys in the next stream. I'm going to try streaming tomorrow. I do have a busy day. I'm picking up, like a new fridge and everything tomorrow. But yeah, just stay posted. I'm going to try and stream every day until the game's release. And then I'm still debating on whether or not I want to stream the games. But yeah, guys, thank you all so much for hanging out, and I will see